Hello and welcome to my next video. This is going to be a look at how to convert karma into gold. There's a lot of people that talk about this. I'm just going to try and simplify it for everybody. I've showed a lot of my guildmates how to do this. They've found it very useful. So I'm sharing the best way to do this. So what is karma? Karma is a in-game currency. I've got a fairly substantial amount, over 1 million karma. And you can use that to go to heart vendors and buy sort of items from them for a certain amount of karma. Now, the developers have tried to make karma, the karma items, you can't salvage or tend to sell them. That's one of the issues with, things like spending. You can spend karma on like the Orion box, which is around 5,000 karma, but I'm going to go into why that isn't the best value for money for your karma. I did previously do, before the update happened, I think this was about 7 months ago, when you could use karma boosters to influence how much karma you got from vials and from jugs of karma. You could use the Orion boxes, which I'll go to later just to show you, and you could earn a lot of money, a lot of gold from that, and still get a lot of karma back. So you could spend 600,000 karma, and then you'd get an extra 150,000 karma back from your boosters. So how can you make money from karma? Well, the best option, and I found this the ratio of karma to gold ratio is best by visiting this merchant or this heart vendor here. By completing this quest, this area, you get a reward chance. And we're going to go for the cloth grab crabbing gloves. These are the blue version. And I have salvaged the green by mistake before, not salvaged, acquired. And what that means is you're just spending double the amount of karma. So what we're going to do, we are going to buy as much as my inventory can hold, and we can't salvage this, and you can't sell it back to vendors. Well, you wouldn't really want to, but you can't sell it back because it's karma, so you can't sell it for a monetary value. But you can do something else with it. You can put them in the Mystic Forge, and you combine 4 to gain another item. So as you can see here, I'm buying a lot. And we're going to work out how much karma I've spent, and we're going to convert that later on. So what we're doing now, we're going to go back to Lion's Arch, and we're going to work out how much we can convert. Okay, so I've just spent over almost 26,000 karma. And what we're going to use, we call it 26,000, it was 25,800 odd, so we're going to round it up to 26,000 just for making it easier to work out how much we've got. Let me put the salvage kit there. Actually, I'll need that one. Oh, I'll use that for later. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to the salvage. You need 1 slot spare to go and use the Mystic Forge. We are going to Mystic Forge all of these gloves. So as you can see, I've got a substantial amount, and let's use the Mystic Forge. This is what the time-consuming bit. It can take a long time to forge all of this. Why we're doing this? We're doing this, as you can see to the bottom right, here, we're getting armor. Now this can be salvaged. So we put 4 of these, items that we got from the heart vendor, 4 that we spent karma on, and we are getting back, more armor from these 4 Mystic Forge items, and this we salvage. You may occasionally get an item that comes back and throws at you another sort of soulbound unsalvageable item, which actually looks exactly like this, but is probably a more higher level item. That you can't salvage, and you just have to put it back into the Mystic Forge. Something that I was like, what? Why? Where does this come from? And it took me a little while to realise I had to put it back in the Mystic Forge. So let's talk about, while we're doing this, are there any other options that you can Mystic Forge other items? You can, and I did try by going to Ore, and I went to one of the temples So if we just close this down, I'll go there in a minute, but we can go to Malkuth's Leap, the Cathedral of the Zephyrs, or the Cathedral of Eternal Radiance. I'll tell you what, let's just pop there now. So let's go to, hopefully this temple will be uncontested. I'm sure one of them will be. You can buy quite high value items of karma and exotics. So let's go and have a look. It loads up, there we go. Let's see what we can buy. So by completing the temple chains, this goes for any temple, you get this vendor. So let's have a look what we've got. Wow, 42,000 karma for, rings, armor. There's the Lost Orion jewelry box. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to buy that quickly. And let's have a look what we get from it. So if we just double click that, we get 300 objects and the Taste of Karma. 2,500 back. So not fantastic. You can get sort of lodestones from there. However, because it costs the chance of getting lodestones from these ore boxes, it's not worth it. You can, as we go back to here, buy 4 pieces of armor. However, or 3 pieces of armor and use a Mystic Forge stone to toss into the Mystic Forge. But you're talking, that's 126,000 karma. And you may get a piece of armor which is worth barely a gold. You'd be lucky if you got something like the Rune of Strength, or runes that are quite high in value at the moment. But the chance of getting that, as you saw from well, if you watch one of my other videos, you'll see me Mystic Forging items. The chance of getting something fantastic out of the Mystic Forge is pretty slim. So overall, I found this to be the best and consistent value for converting karma to gold. Now, what are we going to get out of this? Why are we doing this? Oh, it should become clear once we start salvaging this. You'll notice the levels of the items are level 52, 51, 53, 52. And it's to do with when we salvage those items, as we just noticed, this here, I've just come out of the Mystic Forge. I can't salvage that, I have to toss that back in. It doesn't matter because it's left level 54, we're just going to chuck it back in and get something else out of it. But the level that the items that we're salvaging, that's what you want to focus on, because they do give you the material. And the material you get is going to be linen. You may get some other items that come out when you salvage them. The other two, I can save them for later. So, here we go. What we're going to do now, because I'm not going to use that salvage kit. Just out of curiosity for those interested, I don't tend to use the Mystic salvage kit because I'm trying to save the lodestones. I only use them to salvage rares. So what we'll do, it doesn't matter about the kit, you can get a basic salvage kit. We're not going for any runes or upgrades, so we're going to salvage this lot. Remember, we spent just almost 26,000 karma on these items. And let's look at what we get back. We get a hell of a lot of luck, which is always useful. 49 bits of linen, and we get some cotton as well, which can be useful. So I'll dump. Let's just for the video's sake, I'm going to sell everything. So we're going to sell that at this price here, which is 2. So alright, total price. So let's work out. It will be. Sorry, I'm just going to check that out. 2.4794 minus the 0.1240 minus the 24.79. Oops, not the 24. The 0.2479. We're just going to get my maths there. That should give me a total profit of 2.1 gold. Okay. Add this here. Call it another 8 gold. 8 silver, sorry. So that'll give me a roundabout just over 2 gold profit for 26,000 karma. That's pretty substantial if you consider that if we round that up, so call it for 250,000, I'm earning 20 gold. So for my 1,000,000 karma, I could have 80 gold there. It would take me a long time to salvage and then sell all of it, but that's how you can make gold from karma, by selling the linen, even the cotton as well. You can earn a substantial amount of money by doing this option. You can use other vendors there. For example, if you wanted to get the cotton, I believe it's cotton, you can use one of the script vendors in the Brisbane Wildlands. I think it's this one here, or this one, or even this one, yeah. It's one of the script vendors in there, in Scriptsburg, and he will trade sort of the lower level, I think it's, yeah, so it'll be cotton then. I think, yeah, it's cotton. And the reason why that's not worthwhile doing is, one, it will take a lot longer to earn gold because cotton's at a cheaper value than linen, and it just takes you a long time to earn the same amount. You're better off, if you do want cotton, go for the linen option, because you can just sell the linen and buy the cotton. As simple as that. So this is, I hope, a valuable tool to try and see how you can earn karma, so earn gold from karma. So we see here, I've got 1,027,000 karma left. You know, it does take some time. You know, you can spend a long time converting this. I mean, I've just converted 26,000 karma. It's taken me almost, you know, of chatting as well, maybe 10 minutes. But if you try and do that for 200,000 karma, you're backwards and forwards. It would help if I did clear out most of my inventory, and you know, I've got a few I can buy. All my slots are taken, so yeah. There's a few different options for you guys out there. If anyone has any other suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comment section. But generally, I find this a very useful tool. Linen isn't a material that's easy to farm, because it tends to be around the mid-level, and a lot of people don't spend much time in zones, in the mid-level zones. So I hope this is helpful for you guys, and please check out some of my other videos. Hopefully I'll have some more guides for you. Thanks very much for watching.